Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing you my new Blu-ray and DVD shopping guide for Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So this is my first time recording this without an autofocus. I've turned it off for the last couple of videos because it really messes up the screen. So let's hope that all turns out. Remember, you can find affiliate links to purchase all these movies down in the description below, and using these links will help support the channel. Now, I'm a little bit afraid that I watched too many movies this week. Now, I know what you guys are saying, too many movies, there's no such thing, but I was really cramming these in, trying to get them all watched, and now I'm a little bit nervous on how well I will be able to review them. I don't really like to have so many movies in my brain at once, but I'm gonna do my best, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So first up this week, we have the new Hellboy. This one is releasing on a 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon and Walmart $24.96, Best Buy and Target $24.99. Best Buy will have an exclusive 4K Steelbook, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $29.99. It is also releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $19.96. Best Buy and Target $19.99. Target will have an exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook, which will include Blu-ray, DVD, and digital for $24.99. Now I'm going to go out on Tuesday and see if I can find a copy of this one. It is also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Target $14.99, and Best Buy is listed as $22.99. And the price will probably change on that one. Lionsgate was nice enough to send over a copy for review. Now, I did do an unboxing video of this one already. If you guys want to check that out, just be sure to search for Hellboy on my channel. This artwork, I think, looks better than it shows up on camera. It's got kind of a foil look to it. Debossing here on Hellboy. Here's a look at the back and the discs, just to give you guys a quick look at that one. So this is, not starring Ron Perlman. It's kind of like just a whole new movie, and it has nothing to do with the first two. All right, so in this movie, everybody kind of feels like Hellboy is gonna bring upon the end of the earth, and there's like psychics seeing it and people foretelling of it or whatever. Just everybody seems to think he's gonna bring the end of the world. So everybody is out to kill Hellboy, and at the same time they have this story going on where King Arthur had killed this witch, in the Dark Ages, and they like cut up her body and they put the parts all over the country, I believe. I don't think it was all over the world. It was just all over the country. And they're trying to put her back together, and she's trying to use Hellboy for whatever she was going to use him for. I thought this was a cool story. I mean, it should be a lot of fun. And in a lot of ways, it was a lot of fun. Great visuals. I didn't really care too much for the guy who played Hellboy. I don't know. He didn't do it for me as Hellboy. I'm not saying he's a bad actor or anything. I don't know. I didn't care for his portrayal as Hellboy. I think this movie probably would have been quite a bit better with Ron Perlman. And there was a lot of stuff that I really did enjoy about this one. But in the end, I didn't love it. I did definitely enjoy this one. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Next up is Critters Attack, the new Critters movie from Warner Brothers. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $19.83, Best Buy and Target $19.99. It is also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Best Buy $14.99, and Target $15.99. And Warner Brothers was nice enough to send a copy over for a review. I did think about doing an unboxing on this. I was just curious if it would really have been that popular a video. So I didn't do it. And I'm not real familiar with the Critters series. In fact, I'm not sure if I've ever seen any of them. I did buy the 4-movie set or whatever, with hopes of getting through at least the first one before this one released, but I just didn't get it. So like I said, Critters Attack, sent to me by Warner Brothers. Now, this is a kind of cheesy horror creature comedy type thing where it's like a little furball thing, a critter lands on Earth, and then it starts to, I'm guessing, duplicate. It seems to kind of lay its eggs or something. I don't know. They don't show it, but you just see they kind of kill somebody, and then more critters comes out of them. And I thought it was interesting, you know, instead of just going with like some cheap, terrible CGI, they went with puppets, which I thought was cool. In a lot of ways, it looked a lot better. It did have some limitations, though, as you'll notice in almost every scene, part of the critter is off screen. I'm assuming so they can control it. And it became very obvious after a while that they were almost always partially off screen. But I'm not going to fault it for that. It was funny. There was a lot of kind of funny moments to this, and there was some gore, and it was interesting. And maybe a fan of the Critters franchise would be a little more into this movie than I was. Like I said, it was just kind of a cheesy 80s throwback creature kind of thing. I gave this one a 2.5 out of 5. You know, there was enough in there to like, but it definitely wasn't a great story. Definitely a cheesy movie. But, you know, give this one a chance. Next up is The Doors. This one is releasing on a 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon and Walmart $16.09, Best Buy $17.99, and Target $19.29. Now, Lionsgate was nice enough to send over a copy for review. This has 2 cuts on it, but let's see. Oh, the feature length runtime is 138 minutes, and the final cut version is 141 minutes, but it says that's the theatrical cut. So I don't know. I watched the theatrical version because I didn't realize this even had 2 cuts. It says here, final cut, theatrical cut also included. I watched the theatrical cut. It was 1 hour and 40 minutes, so that must be the final cut version. And this is the story, obviously, of The Doors, a rockumentary type thing. And, you know, these movies are always like, you know, about the band, but more about the lead singer. So this one was more about Jim Morrison than The Doors. And, you know, I think that The Doors are kind of before my time. I mean, they're obviously before my time, but I'm not as big of a fan of music from the 60s. Like, I think my taste in music starts more of in the 70s, although I did know, you know, some of the big hits, and, you know, I do like some of the big hits, but a lot of the other songs they were playing I had never heard of. And again, these rockumentary type things, they're kind of always about, you know, drugs, sex, rock and roll, and alcohol. Don't forget alcohol. But that seemed to be like the majority of this movie, just Jim Morrison doing drugs and coming up with these insane lyrics and just kind of being an idiot. And well, I did find it interesting. I just didn't really get into it like I usually do in these rockumentaries. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about The Doors, and maybe I just wasn't that interested, and I didn't really enjoy the music. Although it is a well-made movie, if you guys are into The Doors, probably be worth checking out. But like I said, it's just not a band that I'm particularly interested in, and it doesn't. I mean, the story I didn't think was too much interesting outside of, you know, just being a fan of the band and the music. But it does kind of cover the rise and fall of The Doors and Jim Morrison's life and death. And in that way, I did find it interesting. I know I'm being kind of negative, but I did give this one a 3 out of 5. You know, it was a well-made movie. Val Kilmer was great. But I don't know. It's a little incoherent to me. Next up is Rock, Paper, Scissors. This one's releasing on a DVD. Walmart $12.96, Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Target $14.89. Now, Lionsgate was nice enough to send over a copy for review. Now, I'm laughing because I couldn't figure out if this happened in shipping or if I did it, because like this piece was broken, but when I was trying to open it, I was like, why is this plastic so thick? And I think I kind of ripped this thing a little bit, but I got extra cases. I'll put this in. Here's a look at the cover again. From the director of Child's Play. This one has Michael Madsen, Tatum O'Neal, and Ari Lehman. Rock, Paper, Scissors, Child's Play no longer. That was a kind of a cheesy tagline. There's a look at the cover, and here's a kind of better look, hopefully, at the back. So this movie was about this guy who was, I guess he's a kind of a serial killer. He ends up getting caught, and he ends up going to kind of like an insane asylum instead of going to jail because he's crazy. And they were right, he was crazy. It wasn't like he was pretending, he was really crazy. And so his doctor kind of spends a lot of time with him and rehabilitates him, and she thinks he's better, so they let him go. And he really tries to kind of be a good person. Unfortunately, he doesn't do a real good job. This is a really interesting movie about, kind of, I think, mental disorders and just how messed up people are. He wasn't treated real well as a child, and it really messes him up, and he does a lot of really terrible things. In a lot of ways, I thought this was interesting, but it was a little slow for quite a while. Not a lot is really happening. I give this one a 2 out of 5. It's for me is a little below average for this type of movie, but it wasn't bad. You check it out, you guys might like it. Next up is Alita. Now this one is getting quite a few releases here. We have the 4K, 3D, Blu-ray, and digital. Cool that they're including a 3D. They're not making a standalone 3D. And I know some people are going to be disappointed in that because they're like, oh, I don't want to buy the 4K. But the 3Ds that have been releasing lately seem to be more expensive than the 4Ks anyways. So I think you're getting a pretty good deal here. Amazon and Walmart $29.96, Best Buy and Target $29.99. Best Buy supposedly will have a 4K, which will include 4K, 3D, Blu-ray, and digital. It hasn't been available for a really long time. I tried to order it at least a month or more ago. It wasn't available. If you guys still want to get it, try Tuesday morning. See if you can pre-order it so they'll hold you a copy. I'm definitely going to. If I'm unsuccessful, I'm still going to go to the store and see if I can get one. Although I don't love the artwork, I'm going to buy a version of this. And I would like it to be the Steelbook, and that's going to be $34.99. Target is going to have an exclusive version, and it has like a USB thing or something. I can't even remember. Nothing I'm too interested in, but it's going to have a 4K, 3D, Blu-ray, and digital for $32.99. It's also releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $19.96, Best Buy and Target $19.99. And then finally, it will have a DVD release. Amazon and Walmart $17.96. Best Buy and Target $17.99. All right, so Alita Battle Angel. I don't think I said the full title earlier, but Fox did send over a digital copy for me to check this one out and review for you guys. Now, this is a futuristic world where there's been this war with, I don't know if they were aliens, I guess, aliens, and they've taken out most of the world, and everybody lives in just like this one city. There's one city, and then there's like a floating city in the sky. And there used to be more, I guess, floating cities, but they were all taken down by the other group or aliens. I don't remember if they were aliens or if they were just like another group of humans. And so there's this doctor who works on people with like robotic arms and legs and whatever. I can't remember what they called them. Not androids, but cyborgs? No, not cyborgs. I can't remember what they called them. But so he finds like this part of one, and he gets her a new body. And he kind of like, I don't know if he knows at first exactly what she is, but eventually he figures it out. And she has no memory, and so he's kind of trying to teach her about everything, but she really wants a lot more. He's trying to protect her, but she wants to get out there and experience what's left in the world. And there's this thing called motorball. It's where they have these motorized roller skates, and you have to throw a ball in the hole, and they kind of like just almost kill each other. I mean, most of their parts are robotic, so they're not really killing each other, but they pretty much destroy each other. And she's like really interested in that. And there's a lot more going on in this movie. I thought it was a great movie, guys. I really enjoyed it. It was a great story, great characters, beautiful, beautiful visuals to it. It looked amazing. They had a romance with the kind of the main character, which I felt at first was really kind of, cheesy, and the lines were cheesy. But I think in the end, the romance was okay. Like, I don't think it was like the best part of the movie, but it didn't take down the movie. Just there's a few cheesy lines that I just kind of, laughed at a little bit. But I gave this one a 4 out of 5. Definitely a cool movie. Definitely check this one out. for sure. Next up is Missing Link. This one will be releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $19.96, Best Buy and Target $19.99, and it's also going to release on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Best Buy and Target $14.99. Fox sent me over a digital copy on this one as well to review for you guys. Now this was a animated movie, and it was supposed to look, I believe, like claymation. I mean, if it wasn't, it sure did. So this is about this guy who kind of like hunts these myths or legends or whatever, and he finds the Loch Ness Monster, but his camera gets ruined, so he can't bring back any proof. So there's this elite club he wants to get in, and they won't let him in. And he's like, well, what if I bring back evidence of a Bigfoot? Then would you let me in? And so they agreed to let him in, but the one guy doesn't want to let him in, so he sends another guy after him, where if he does find Bigfoot, he has to make sure no evidence gets back. And I was kind of surprised at how quickly he finds Bigfoot, but I guess the story wasn't really about finding Bigfoot. It's from there they take Bigfoot on a journey to find more of his own kind. Like I said, this was kind of in a claymation style, and I do kind of worry that the movie isn't really silly enough for kids, but it's not intriguing enough for adults. I wouldn't call it a bad movie by any means, but I worry that it's too much in the middle and not enough for kind of either demographic. Now, I did like this movie. I thought it was a fun movie, and of course it's about Bigfoot, which was cool. And I do like this kind of journey they go on, and lots of fun stuff happens. I gave this one a 3 out of 5. Next up is Assimilate. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Best Buy $14.99, Amazon, Target, and Walmart $16.59. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $11.99, Walmart $12.54, and Target no listing. Quite a while ago, Gravitas Ventures did send me over a preview digital copy for review, and I did review that one, so you guys can search for Assimilate on my channel to find that review. Like I said, it's been a while now, I think a few months, and I don't remember it too well. I'll just read you the synopsis real quick. 3 friends making a web series about their town discover that their neighbors are being killed and replaced by creatures who are perfect copies of their victims. And I did give this one a 6.5 out of 10. So sounds to me like it's probably worth checking out. Next up is Master Z, the Ip Man Legacy. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray and DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Best Buy $14.99, and Target $19.89. It is also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $12.96, Best Buy $14.99, and Target $16.59. Next up, we will be getting a new Weird Science Blu-ray release. It will only include Blu-ray, Amazon and Walmart $22.97, Best Buy $27.99, and Target $29.19. It's also going to get a Steelbook release, which will again only include Blu-ray, Amazon and Best Buy $27.99, Target $29.19, and Walmart $29.96. Next up, we have Manifest, the complete first season, releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $22.96, Best Buy and Target $22.99. Now, last thing up this week, guys. Now, this one is already available from Mill Creek Entertainment, is The Stranger Beside Me. Now, this says on here is originally made in 2000, and I'm not sure who it was made for, but this thing screams TV movie for sure. And this is the movie about Ted Bundy. Now, I really didn't know anything about Ted Bundy before watching this, and so I just kind of quickly Googled him, and it appears that this movie is mainly or almost fully, I don't know, based on facts. A lot of the stuff covered in this came up quickly and easily in a Google search. Now, they call this The Stranger Beside Me because Ted Bundy was just kind of like this normal guy, and there's this ex-cop, and she's helping the police try to track down this killer. I guess he's the first serial killer, and she knew Ted Bundy, and they were friends, and they're like, okay, the killer is using the name Ted. I know a Ted. They both have a red Volkswagen, and the witness description looks like him, but it can't be him, you know? And so it kind of goes into how he kind of found all these women and killed all these women, and now he was kind of crazy, and you know, he always felt like he could defy the law, and he would never be found guilty. And I really enjoyed this one, guys. I found it very interesting, really well made. I said it, you know, it feels like a TV movie, but good acting, a good story, and really well done. I enjoyed this one, guys. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. So that's it for this week, guys. These were titles that were all sent to me for review. I did forget to say the main character in this Rock, Paper, Scissors, I thought he did a really good job, just kind of acting crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. If you guys have seen any of these, I always love to hear what you guys think of movies. If you're picking anything up, let me know which version you're getting. Just like to know what you guys are picking up. Remember, if you did enjoy the video, to leave it a like rating, or you can find affiliate links down in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos. Check out my website, BOBSMOVIEREVIEW.com, and I'll see you guys next time.